Hello snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Signal Un-Yuki Pro snowboard. This board features Signal's kick-ass camber, which has a small rocker in the nose, and then it's camber throughout the rest of this board. That's going to give you all the load, pop, snap, and drive of traditional camber, but that small rocker in the nose is going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns and just a little bit of help when you get in powder. This board comes in 154, 156, and 158. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny bluebird day with a little bit of wind. You had ice, slush, chop, chunder, perfect corduroy, lumpy corduroy, kind of just a mix of everything. And I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. This board is a hog. It is stiff. It's a consistently stiffer flex all the way through. I mean, this thing is firmly entrenched at the top of the all-mountain freestyle category in terms of flex. Torsionally, that matches up to it. You really don't twist this board, it kind of just leverages itself toe to heel. And when it comes to stability, this thing is smooth and damp, but still retains some liveliness, which is kind of a rarity. If you want to get aboard the Chunder Muffin Express and bust through all that crust, you can do it with this board and not have to worry about it. You do not get any chatter in the tips, and any kinetic energy you get from riding frozen groomers or anything is pretty much dissipated underfoot. Like I said, this board is damp, smooth, but still lively. It takes a bit more effort to load this board up. You're gonna notice that right away. You really have to push your weight into the camber when you roll back on the tail. It's gonna spring. So send that side hit. Use Timmy the little fat skier kid as a wally to launch off of him and go over his family, and don't fear the roller. This board wants to get you in the air. You're going to the moon with it. When it comes to jumps, the bigger the feature, the better. You want to hit big jumps with this thing. You want to go fast and you want to hit big jumps. Small jumps become launch ramps. You're going past the sweet spot. You're going past the landing. You're going past that 10 to 15 feet of flat after and taking it even further. Like I said, this board wants to boost. You're gonna have no problem getting it in the air. Load it up, you're going even further off the lip. You might as well let the lip do all the work, because the way that this reacts with its liveliness, it's gonna boost you. And then when you set it down, it's damp and smooth. You can ride it out just fine. All right, so we're about halfway through this review, and I need you to go down and click the thumbs up. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, why don't you subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we have coming out for you. Do you like getting a workout when you snowboard? Do you like a board that fights you the whole way when you're trying to play around on it, and then at the end of the day you feel like you did 8 hours of working out at the gym? Good! We got the board for you. Speed is your friend, and you're gonna have to manhandle the whole thing. And when you do get it to butter, it's gonna fight you so much that you're instantly gonna just pop out of it. When it comes to jibbing, it's pretty much the same thing. Speed will be your friend here. You have to treat it like you're approaching a slope style feature. A lot of speed and a deep hard press that you're gonna come off the feature really quickly with. It's a lot of work. When you go sideways, it's basically a balance board act. It's not really hugging it, it's not really cradling it other than the camber. You're just sort of on it like teeter-tottering. There is a fluid edge-to-edge power transmission with this board. You notice how lively it is and how it reacts when you're on edge. When you're doing a short, tight, quick carve, you get a lot of snap out of the tail that slingshots you into the next turn. When you're trying to be mellow, you're locked in and there's still power. It wants you to go faster. It wants you to carve more aggressive. When you're doing deep, hard, aggressive carves, you can push into that camber, drive it off the tail, and really lay it out. This is a board that you can go fast and leave a deep, aggressive trench with. Rider in mind. So who is this board for? Yuki? Or someone that wants to charge aggressively with a lot of freestyle focus? Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. Comparable boards: the Capita Mega Merc, the Ride Algorhythm, the Jones Mountain Twin Pro. Binding recommendations: the Union Atlas, the Ride C8, the Roam Cleaver. This has been my review of the Un-Yuki Pro. If you're not quite feeling this, why don't you go check out one of the other reviews for one of the comparable boards I just mentioned.